Right now on Good Morning Northwest, firefighters are always busy on the 4th of July, and yesterday was no different. Several different fires popped up all over the region. We have the latest.
What the commander of the Kennewick Police Department is saying about fireworks in the city now that the holiday is over.
A West Richland man is under arrest on suspicion of kidnapping a student from the Kennewick School District. Details coming up.
And we are tracking the smoke of the Thorpe Road fire. It's prompting level 3 evacuations. I'll have details on that coming up right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, July 5th.
Now, we hope you all had a great 4th of July, but we do have a lot to cover this morning, so we're going to get right into it. First, we're going to check on the forecast with our Chief Meteorologist, Josh Colbreth.
Josh, we had a lot of fires in the region. How will the weather impact the fire danger?
It'll unfortunately impact it in a very bad way starting today, and that is only going to get exacerbated as we move forward. Now, I said yesterday morning I was hoping we could keep this map with just the Slide Ranch fire, and unfortunately that did not come to fruition as we now have the Thorpe Road fire to talk about. This one is, of course, burning off of Thorpe Road. It started off of the 300 block actually of Alps Road in Moxie, but it's being dubbed the Thorpe Road fire. So far, official acreage and official containment is unknown. Now, some radio scanner traffic suggested that maybe this was around 10 acres, but if it's prompting level 3 evacuations, which it is, we would assume that it's probably much bigger than 10 acres now at this point. From our Tandem Ridge camera, this is pointed off towards the south, and you can see some of the smoke billowing up there over the ridge. I'll step off the screen so we can take a look at some of these level 3 evacuations, and of course you can find all of these listed online at applevalleynews.now.com. So that is the situation there. I do want to touch on the Slide Ranch fire real quick. That one just a little bit above 3,100 acres. Containment still at 90%, but we have not gotten that update yet to say that this is 100% contained. So that's why we continue to keep you updated on that one in addition to other fires. Today is going to be a very dangerous day for more fire starts as we have a first alert high impact fire day, not just for today, but also for Saturday and Sunday for the entirety of the viewing area, as this is going to be the first day of some very dangerous heat. Speaking of that, for today, we'll end up around 100 degrees in the Tri-Cities, also for the Yakima Valley and for much of the lower Columbia Basin. And it is only going to get hotter from here. We have several heat alerts on the map, an excessive heat warning that goes from 12 p.m. today to 10 p.m. next Thursday. So this is going to be a week-long ordeal. Then we also have a heat advisory that's in place for the same amount of time. Please be safe out there in regards to the heat and in regards to the fire, and I'll show you how all of this is going to get worse over the next week. It's going to be coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh, and we will have more information about how to stay safe in the heat coming up later this morning. But first, as Josh mentioned, there were several fires popping up across our communities overnight.
Yes, and firefighters are always busy on the 4th of July, and yesterday was no different. So we start in the Moxie area, where a large fire has prompted a level 3 go now evacuation notice. This is what Josh was just talking about. A vegetation fire is threatening homes in the area of the Alps Trailer Park and Thorpe Road. Yakima Valley Emergency Management says the danger is high and people should leave their homes immediately.
Now, the American Red Cross has opened an evacuation center in cooperation with Yakima Valley Emergency Management and the Union Gap School District. The center is located at the Union Gap School at 3201 South 4th Street in Union Gap. Now, the evacuation zone includes Thorpe Road to Birchfield Road straight across Rattlesnake Ridge to Yakima Valley Highway, and Yakima Valley Highway and I-182 to Thorpe Road.
Several fire crews responded to a house fire in Kennewick. Crews with the Kennewick Fire Department, Kennewick Police Department, and other agencies were called to the home on West 4th Avenue just after 10 p.m. A garage area outside the home and vegetation also outside the home were on fire. Crews went to work putting out the blaze. It's unknown at this time how the fire started, but as crews were fighting the fire, the area was surrounded with people setting off fireworks. KPD shut down 4th Avenue for about an hour to allow crews to work, and the fire remains under investigation.
And in Franklin County, a home has been destroyed after a large fire happened overnight. The call for help came in just before 1 a.m. Fire agencies from Franklin County and Walla Walla County responded to the 4100 block of Melody Lane. Smoke and flames could be seen coming from the home. Fire crews remained on the scene for several hours, putting out the fire and hotspots. The cause of the fire has not been confirmed. We'll continue to update you once we get more information.
In Benton County, this fire was reported around 9:20 p.m., burning in a remote area off of Meals Road and Ayers Road. According to Benton County Fire District Number 1, crews were challenged by steep, rugged terrain. The fire was also threatening a home. Crews managed to contain the fire to 3 acres.
A fire also broke out on Flat Top Hill in West Richland. Fire crews were dispatched just before 10:30 last night to the area of Collins Road and Astoria Road. The smoke and flames were visible from far away. Crews quickly got this fire under control. A crash involving 2 cars shut down an intersection in rural Benton County last night. The call for help came in just after 6 o'clock. It appears a truck and an SUV crashed at the intersection of East Sellards Road and South Travis Road. The SUV ended upside down in a field near the intersection, and the truck was left partially in the ditch and the roadway. Authorities at the scene say more information would be released at some time today, but at this time, how many people were involved or injuries have not been confirmed. Authorities remained at the scene for several hours investigating the crash, and will update you with more information as soon as it's made available. Moving on to crime news now. A West Richland man is under arrest on suspicion of kidnapping a student from the Kennewick School District. Kennewick investigators arrested 26-year-old Anohelico Calder after linking him to the disappearance of a 14-year-old Kennewick teen. Authorities say Calder used to work as a security guard for the Kennewick School District, and the two knew one another. According to investigators, Calder told them the teen asked for his help on getting to California. The teen was later found in Multnomah County and returned to their parents. The case is still under investigation. Turning to community news now, there were many events that took place for the 4th. For more than 6 decades, the city of Pasco has hosted a 4th of July celebration for our region. It all started with the annual parade yesterday, and despite the hot weather, folks still were feeling patriotic.
You've been watching this parade for 5 years. Talk a little bit about that.
So I come outside and I watch it every year. It starts at about 10 a.m. It's really nice because you get to see all the different businesses and all the different groups that come together in the community that kind of feature themselves through this parade. So it's super nice just to see all the different things that you don't get to see otherwise.
What's your favorite part so far?
The horses! The horses!
The horses! All right, there they are.
You having fun?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part so far? I'm gonna guess. Is it the popsicle? So you came out decked out because you knew it was gonna be hot today. Is it keeping you cool?
Not really. It's blocking. There's not enough wind to keep the air circulating. So.
But the effort was good.
The effort's good.
So I grew up on 8th and Sylvester, so we've seen the parade my whole life, and now I brought my little ones here today to do the same thing and enjoy the 4th.
It's hot, right? We're going to experience our first heat wave
Definitely.
of the year this weekend. But some people that are in the parade, they're giving out
popsicles and water. Yeah, that's new.
That.
Honestly, when we were kids, we didn't have that. So I think it's cool that they're thoughtful to cool us down and cool the little ones down during this hot time, for sure.
Yesterday, we had a poll on our website, and it was regarding how patriotic are you? Are you more patriotic or less patriotic? What is your thought this year?
I've been selling fireworks since I was 8 years old, so I'm patriotic.
Reporting for Apple Valley News Now's Good Morning Northwest, I'm Austin Reed.
Well, the fun didn't end there. After the parade, the city hosted the 9th annual Cardboard Regatta, the Camp Patriot Fun Run, the Shine Car Show, and of course the fireworks show at Giza Stadium.
Celebrations were also had at the River of Fire Festival in Kennewick. Hundreds of people gathered at Columbia Park to watch the fireworks.
At the River of Fire, our crew caught up with the Kennewick Police Department's commander, Isaac Merkel. He says now that the 4th of July is over, there's only one more night in Kennewick where fireworks are allowed.
Yeah, we hope everybody had a safe 4th of July. It's the 5th of July now, and we'd like everybody to know that fireworks end at 11 o'clock tonight. So nobody should be shooting fireworks off after that. Fireworks can create a lot of devastation, both at residential properties and through our wildland. So it's important that everybody uses only legal fireworks and they do it in a safe manner.
And if you're not in Kennewick, be sure to check out when the last day to light off fireworks in your city is. Commander Merkel's also included if you plan to keep the celebrations going on, do so safely. And if you are taking the boat out this weekend, we have a reminder for you. Law enforcement agencies are patrolling the waters for Operation Dry Water. And during this time, authorities prioritize boat safety and sober boating. The leading contributing factor in boater deaths is alcohol use.
Boaters will see an increase in patrols throughout the weekend. It is illegal to operate a boat with the blood alcohol content of 0.08 or higher. So put your life jacket on, celebrate responsibly, and have a sober skipper. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, summer camps and sports are in full swing for kids, but health experts are warning parents of young athletes to keep an eye on their kids.
Why they're saying to look out for signs of stress and burnout. Also, what those signs are. That's all coming up in your health headlines.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA.
Before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, West Richland, Hermiston, Road 68 in Pasco, and the new location on West Court Street. July 10th is a 7-10 sale from 8 to 10 p.m. at all 6 locations. This year is off the charts. Get 50% off glass, free goodie bags for the first 300 people through the door, free tacos from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. only at our Kennewick location. Don't miss the huge savings on the one-day July 10th 7-10 sale at all 6 locations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
This season, we've got 2 celebrity contestants in the hot seat working to win big money for charity. The most dramatic hour of 3 people sitting on stools in the history of American television.
Jimmy Kimmel hosts Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Wednesday on ABC.
Get ready for an unforgettable season with the Yakima Valley Pippins baseball team. We're celebrating our 10th season, and we want you to be a part of the excitement. Join us at the Yakima County Stadium for a fun, affordable, and professional baseball experience. From single game tickets to season ticket memberships, group events, and merchandise, we have options to fit everyone's needs. This season only, we're offering special deals to celebrate our 10th season. Don't miss out on Yakima Valley Pippins baseball.
It's still the best time to save as the 4th of July sale continues this Friday at More Furniture. Get incredible values for every room in your home, all on sale. The looks you love are in stock and ready for delivery, just in time for summer entertaining. Visit your local showroom or browse all 4th of July sale products online at morefurniture.com. Only at More Furniture, where everyone buys furniture for less.
Welcome to Premier Woodworks, your premier source for custom cabinetry and full-service interior design. Our custom designs are brought to life with 3D images to help you visualize the final result. Our high-quality cabinetry is crafted with care and attention to detail. From kitchen and bath design to remodel project management, we're here to make your dream space a reality. Premier Woodworks, located at 109 North Washington Street in Kennewick.
Apple Valley News Now, recently honored by the Society of Professional Journalists with first place awards for general excellence, breaking news, health reporting, and video series. We all like awards, but our mission is to serve you with news that gets results. We're Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Let a Mattress Depot USA sleep specialist put you on the mattress that matches your sleeping habits.
Stop by today. You'll sleep better tonight.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
This newscast sponsored by Nissan.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. It is summertime, which means summer sports. There are many health benefits for young athletes, but as Christian Cordero reports, parents should watch for signs of stress and burnout.
More than 60 million kids participate in organized sports across the U.S., according to the American Academy of Pediatrics. The CDC recommends that children be physically active for at least an hour a day, and sports are a great way to make that happen. Parents believe that teamwork and friendship are important benefits of sports, which is another reason why kids should play sports. Yet 70% of kids quit playing by the age of 13, often due to overscheduling, excessive training, and pressure to perform. Parents and coaches can combat this by checking in often and gaining insight into how young athletes are processing their experiences. This presents opportunities to teach these athletes how to manage the many emotions they may feel when playing sports, from a big win to a tough loss. With this Medical Minute, I'm Christian Cordero.
Up next on Good Morning Northwest, it is hot out there, and if you're looking for a way to beat the heat, we have several cooling centers to tell you about. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth has your first alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
You're gonna need a new bumper.
Did you say burger? Guac?
Teriyaki, sauce, burger, pineapple, cheese, burger, pineapple, cheese, teriyaki.
Brace yourself, the new teriyaki burger, only at Carl's Jr.
Big burger! Good burger.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to BruxNightGuard.com and order yours today.
Welcome to Beaver Valley Lodge, your rustic lodging and event venue in the beautiful Leavenworth, Washington. Experience the great outdoors and enjoy the beauty of the mountains as you stay with us on our 50 acres in the Cascade Foothills. Whether you're joining us for a wedding, retreat, vacation, or family reunion, we're here to make your stay unforgettable. We make it our goal for you to come as a guest, but leave as a friend. Book your stay today at BeaverValleyLodge.com.
Visit us at our new urban wine bar in historic downtown Kennewick. Choose from a variety of wines and food from our expanded menu. Enjoy time with friends old and new. After hours with riverfront views from our shaded patio, we are Murray Gaston Wine Bar.
I have prepared a Thomas's breakfast for you to savor together.
Thanks, Tom. Hey, are English muffins from England?
Heavens no, they're from the pantry.
Are you from England?
Nay, I am also from the pantry. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
Shopping online for a Purple mattress? We get it. With Purple's unique Gel Flex grid and multiple foam layers, you'll experience effortless sleep. It's motion adaptive, temperature balanced, pressure relieving, and ultra supportive. But which Purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. Let our expert sales staff guide you to your perfect Purple. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Purple at Denver Mattress, the easiest way to find your perfect Purple.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000 or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on the Rogue Platinum.
Is that Carl's Jr.'s 2 for $6 double take deal? I get 2 charcoal cheesy, juicy, crunchy, melty, spicy choices for $6? I need to do a double take. 2 irresistible items, $6. Only at Carl's Jr.
Big burger! Good burger.
Take off over a fun park. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track smoke billowing up from the Dorp Road fire. We'll continue to watch that throughout the rest of this morning. We'll show you how today's weather could potentially impact that. Okay, right now we're in the 50s for the Yakima and Kittitas valleys. We're in the 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin. We're also seeing 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blues. A little bit later today, this is going to be the first day of the heat wave, as we'll be right around 100 degrees for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. The same thing for the lower Columbia Basin, maybe just a little bit shy of 100 degrees for the foothills of the Blues. Very dangerous stuff. Be sure that you're packing the sunscreen and the water if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. And it's not just going to be a dangerous heat day, but it's going to be a dangerous fire day. We're going with the first alert high impact fire day, as today's fire fuel energy compared to historical values be in the 81st percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties. We're going to be in the 75th percentile for the lower Columbia Basin, and then into the 78th percentile for the Blues. Now for tonight, we cool things off, but it's going to turn pretty mild, as we'll be in the 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. We'll also be in the 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, the same thing for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. By the way, winds for today will gust out of the north and northwest upwards of maybe 30 miles per hour for the Kittitas Valley. That is really going to underscore the fire danger up that way. And then for tonight, some of those winds could spread down to the Yakima Valley, gusting between 20 to 25 miles per hour. It only gets hotter from here, folks, as we'll keep things just about as hot for Saturday, and then up we go. Looks like Tuesday is probably going to be the hottest day of this ordeal, right around 110 degrees for the Tri-Cities, which will place us at about 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. In light of that, the National Weather Service in Pendleton has issued several heat alerts going from 12 p.m. today to 10 p.m. on Thursday. So again, this is going to be a week-long ordeal. And it's not just the heat we're concerned about, but again, the fire stuff, as we have a first alert high impact fire day, not just for today, but also for Saturday and Sunday for the entirety of this viewing area. And then as we get into some of the hotter temperatures, we'll up the ante. We'll go with the first alert extreme impact fire day for Monday and Tuesday for Kittitas and Yakima counties, also for the Blue Mountains. Take a look at some of these fire fuel energy statistics, up into the 99th percentile if you compare this to history, and then into the 99th percentile also for the Blue Mountains. Very dangerous stuff today and tomorrow, and even more dangerous as we head into next week. Here's the 7-day forecast for the Cascades, reaching 90 degrees by Tuesday. Yes, 90 degrees even in the Cascades. For the Kittitas Valley, we'll have triple digits from Sunday through Wednesday. Then for the Yakima Valley, 7 straight days of triple digits, and it's going to be the exact same thing for the Tri-Cities, again with the heat wave likely peaking around Tuesday around 110 degrees. Then for the foothills of the Blues, we'll have triple digits from Monday to Tuesday to Wednesday. And then for the Blue Mountains, we'll be near 90 degrees for Tuesday. So again, another mountain range where we could be near 90. And that is going to set up a very dangerous fire situation for today. And again, as we head into next week especially.
Thank you, Josh. And because of this extreme heat that we're getting, cities around the region are setting up temporary cooling centers. In Walla Walla County, there are several options for people to go to. The official cooling center is First Congregational Church on Palouse Street in Walla Walla. It'll be open Sunday, July 7th through Tuesday, July 9th from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Heat is the #1 deadliest weather event, so make sure you use these cooling centers. Also stay hydrated and avoid any strenuous activity. Also in the Lower Valley, Tri-Cities region, several temporary cooling centers are also available. In many of the city's Mid-Columbia Library branches are open during business hours to help people beat the heat. And to find a location near you, you can head to applevalleynewsnow.com. We've got the information on the cooling centers as well as addresses, phone numbers, and hours of operation. Now to weather news around the world, forecasters say Hurricane Beryl will affect weather across the country over the next few days, and they think it'll weaken as it hits the Yucatan Peninsula today. Sometime after that, Beryl could strike southern Texas or northern Mexico. Rip currents could make it dangerous for vacationers in states along the Gulf of Mexico. Also, the Gulf Coast could see stormy weather and flooding. In some other states, the impact actually goes the other way. Forecasters say a high pressure system is behind the heat advisories for parts of the southeast and east coast today. If it sticks around, they say that could push Beryl away from the region. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, spotting a mysterious neon green liquid is usually not a good sign, but several travelers at a busy airport saw this liquid come out of a ceiling and leak all over the floor. You got the details just ahead.
Statistics show most traffic accidents happen a short distance from home, so stay alert and buckle up for safety. But if you get injured, call Allen Brecky Law Offices. Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
The savings continue at Cascade Farm and Outdoor with our latest mailer. Save big on your summer activities. Lifetime Tamarack Angler kayaks are $50 off, now just $279.99. Coleman Triton camping stoves are $44.99. Plus, keep it all cool with a Titan deep freeze cooler and save $40. Find our latest mailer online or pick one up in-store today at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest, homegrown, honest values.
Shelby's Floral, your homegrown neighbor with worldwide connections for over 45 years. Shelby's, more than just a flower shop, specializing in beautiful custom arrangements, live plants, silk florals, and home decor. We're unique and we're here for all life's occasions all year long. Shelby's Floral at the corner of Clearwater and Edison in Kennewick is still open, and we're having a sale. Stop by today and let our experienced designers help you with all of your floral needs. Shelby's Floral.
Downtown Summer Nights 2024, presented by Yakima Federal Savings and Loans. Mark your calendar for the last 3 Thursdays of June, July, and August. Join us at our new location, 15 West Yakima Avenue. It's time to make this summer the best one yet. Live music, local artists, and delicious food await. Bring the whole family for a night of fun and festivities, and for our guests over 21, don't miss out on our exclusive beer garden. Enjoy the best cocktails, wine, beer, and cider the Valley has to offer. For more details, visit downtownyakima.com.
There's nothing more exhilarating this time of year than traveling the open road in an RV. At Broadmoor RV, our family has been so dedicated to helping you discover America the Beautiful. We make it a point to carry the top brands in the industry at prices you can afford. That's why Broadmoor RV is the #1 travel trailer dealer in Washington State. Family owned and operated for almost 30 years. Broadmoor RV Superstore, your destination store in Pasco.
No matter how he got here, how alone she feels, how they've struggled to support their best friend. What's important is this moment, when they reached out and said, I can't do this alone. And we said, that's okay, we'll figure it out together. If you or a loved one needs support, our trained counselors can help you too. 988, anywhere, anytime.
Let's celebrate our democratic republic all year long, not just the first week of July. We have freedoms that are unmatched. Our system isn't perfect, but it's the best.
If you've been injured, get a free consultation from the people who live and work right here in our community.
Good Morning Northwest streams all day at AppleValleyNewsNow.com and our mobile apps.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Check this out now. So spotting a mysterious neon green fluid is usually cause for concern.
I think so.
Yeah. And one place you really don't want to see it, the airport that you're using.
That's what travelers saw this 4th of July at Miami International Airport.
Ew.
Look at that. It came out of the ceiling and pooled all over the floor. Now, the good news is officials say that creepy liquid isn't ectoplasm. It's just good old-fashioned water.
My good old-fashioned water never looks like that. Well, it came from a broken pipe in the air conditioning system, and the water had been dyed that color on purpose to make it easier to spot in case of a leak. And staff had it all cleaned up by noon, and Miami's airport has many renovations planned. Now, it's adding AC repairs to that list.
I should think so. And yes, very easy to spot that bright green liquid.
You know what it looks like? It looks like the slime that was on Nickelodeon. Did you ever watch those slime shows where they would have them at the award shows?
Well, people were, I guess, getting slimed in the airport.
I would have been like, is this Nickelodeon? Or it looks like that Rick and Morty green slime that he spews out of his gun.
Anyways, not what you want to see.
No, not at all.
Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, the Reach Museum in Richland turns 10 years old. They have special exhibits this month for the community. We tell you all about it in just a few minutes.
Plus, a shark on the Texas coast attacks 4 people on the 4th of July. We have how the victims are doing and how authorities are responding. That's all coming up, but first, here are your Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, good numbers for Samsung thanks to AI. The company's shares are at their highest price in 3 years. Second quarter profits jumped nearly 1,500% over last year. Financial experts credit a major jump in the demand for AI. Next, new life for your old 80s mixtapes. FIO has announced a new portable cassette player. The CP13 can run for 13 hours of battery life once fully charged. It also has an all-analog circuit to reproduce that old-school cassette sound. And finally, Nike is discontinuing its line of self-lacing sneakers inspired by Back to the Future. And the app that controls the $350 shoes is going away too. Without the app, owners can still use the physical buttons on the sneakers to power them on and loosen the laces, but they would no longer be able to adjust the lighting. I guess they couldn't tie it all together. Guess you could say it was not working out. Those are your Tech Bites.
When we started Blue Buffalo, we made a promise to our boy Blue that we would create the best pet food we possibly could, made with the finest natural ingredients and none of the things you find in many other pet foods. We call it the True Blue Promise, and it's our commitment to feed your pet just like we would feed Blue. It's what makes Blue Buffalo unlike other pet food companies, which have many different brands with different standards. We have one standard, the one inspired by our boy Blue for the well-being of your dog or cat. Because like you, we love them like family too.
Biflex. Taken every day, it's clinically shown to improve joint comfort in 7 days with significant improvement over time.
Sis, I'm turning into a mom.
The sweater vest.
No, my super soft skin. See?
Jergens Original Cherry Almond Lotion. Smooth.
Mom will be so proud.
You're like one big baby bud.
And try Shea plus Cocoa Butter Moisturizer. Jergens.
Right now in Good Morning Northwest, Yakima County Search and Rescue Team has had little funding to help support it, but the Yakima County Commissioners may have found a potential solution. Emily Goodell with that report.
The Reach Museum in Richland turns 10 years old. We have details on what special exhibits they're planning for the community this month.
And 4 people are injured after 4 separate shark attacks on the Texas coast. Details coming up.
And we're still tracking the smoke from the Thorpe Road fire this morning. Also, we're very much concerned about the heat for today. I'll tell you how to stay safe in the heat. That's going to be coming up.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest. On your side.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal.
And I'm Jill Sperling. It is Friday, July 5th. Did you have a good 4th of July, Jessica?
I slept a lot.
You slept a lot,
great, and
okay.
I heard a lot of fireworks.
I did not sleep because of the fireworks.
Oh, really? You can't sleep through? You're a
No, I heard
sleeper?
a lot of them, and
okay.
it just woke me up. It's okay. I understand.
Everyone slept through most of it, but I heard a few of them. So
everyone was out celebrating. Of course,
yes.
We know a lot of fires started over the evening, and we will be talking about that more later on.
Yes, we will. But right now, we're going to check on your forecast with Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert.
Josh, I'm sure a lot of people will be extending their 4th of July celebrations into the weekend. What do they need to know?
They need to know that it's going to be hot, and also if they're thinking about dabbling in the fireworks, maybe just don't do it, as it is going to be very dry as we head into this weekend, and the fuels are going to be very dry. Right now, temperature is feeling comfortable. 50s for the Yakima and Kittitas valleys, in the 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, also 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blues. Here's your hour by hour for today for the Tri-Cities, right around 100 degrees by the time we get to 4 p.m. And so for today, we'll end up being about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, which is why we're going to end up being near 100 for the Yakima Valley, also for the lower Columbia Basin. And to stay safe in the heat for today, I would say if you're going to take the pets on a walk, or if you're going to go on a walk yourself, maybe do it in the early morning. Be sure, of course, to stay hydrated, keep the kids hydrated. Find shade and drink water, especially if you're going to be working outside for an extended period of time. And of course, check on those vulnerable populations, especially the elderly. Today, it's only going to be 100. We get much hotter in the next week. I'll tell you just how hot coming up in a few minutes.
Thank you, Josh. Yakima County has a robust search and rescue team, but little steady funding to pay for it.
Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us that Yakima County commissioners have identified a possible solution.
The Yakima County Sheriff's Office search and rescue team goes on 50 to 70 missions a year all across the state.
Some of those are very high profile, become a big deal. And we don't even have a line in our budget to support it. They literally live off of when we can find somebody to shove their way or donations.
One way to change that by using PILT funds.
Payment in lieu of taxes, which are funds that come from the federal government for public lands that they are not on our assessment rolls. And we still are required to provide services.
The county's received $295,000 in PILT funds over the past 3 years, all unused.
I can only assume that there was just hesitancy by either previous boards or sheriffs that they didn't want to become reliant upon something that was unreliable. But we do need to use it because it is exactly for this use.
The goal to fund a position for a part-time deputy.
Specifically for the search and rescue, and then we'll use the money to fully fund that position and offer overtime when we need more presence up on the path.
Right now, they have just one deputy to help enforce law on federal lands.
That deputy's position is paid in about maybe 75% at the most by the Federal Forest Service.
That deputy working alone due to the Forest Service staffing shortage.
They had a guy that they transferred to Mississippi, and they do not see bringing back another law enforcement officer for the forest, our particular section, for 1 to 2 years. It is truly the Wild West up there. And so we're looking for funds, obviously, to support the one position we already have up there, plus overtime if we need to send people up there.
County commissioners agree.
We need to give the okay to move forward with getting a public hearing scheduled so that we can allocate our PILT dollars towards search and rescue.
And make sure they're not leaving money on the table. In Yakima County, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
It's unclear when that public hearing might be happening, but we will keep you updated as we learn more.
And also this month, the Reach Museum in Richland is celebrating its 10th anniversary. The museum is hosting a variety of activities for kids and adults, including free admission days for the Tri-Cities residents. And the first of the free days is coming up next Tuesday.
A new 10th anniversary exhibit opens tomorrow. It features the groundbreaking grand opening and a glimpse at the Reach Museum's STEAM Education Center's building expansion. This exhibit will be open until mid-October.
Also coming up tomorrow, there will be a STEAM workshop on wetlands and rivers. You can learn about aquatic creatures and water quality testing, or you can create art inspired by the wetlands. That's tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And now multiple people are recovering after separate shark encounters in South Padre Island in Texas.
These happened yesterday on the 4th of July, and police believe the same shark was responsible for each incident. In one case, 2 teenage sisters were on boogie boards in knee-deep water near the shore when the shark suddenly pushed into one of them. The girls ran out of the water, and the mom of one of them said she could see blood running down her daughter's leg. A few of the shark's teeth scratched her leg, and they say the wound is minor and not deep.
And 2 men were also taken to the hospital after shark encounters in that same area. One of them was grazed and another was injured fending off the shark. So in total, there are 4 victims, again believed to be the same shark. Experts say that behavior is consistent with how sharks hunt. They say all the victims will be okay, and in response, authorities are patrolling up and down the beach with helicopters, boats, vehicles, and drones, also telling crowds to stay out of the water. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, more details on the Biden campaign and what the situation at the White House is.
This comes after several Democratic leaders publicly called for him to step down. We'll be right back with that story.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive, when Dave's like, these cars are going fast. I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
It's still the best time to save as the 4th of July sale continues this Friday at More Furniture. Get incredible values for every room in your home, all on sale. The looks you love are in stock and ready for delivery, just in time for summer entertaining. Visit your local showroom or browse all 4th of July sale products online at morefurniture.com. Only at More Furniture, where everyone buys furniture for less.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95 plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
What have we got?
The Andersons. All night tossing and turning, bad backs, sleep score at an all-time low.
Round up the team.
At Denver Mattress, going undercover is literally how we solve problems.
And when we find sleepers waking up with aches and pains, we turn to the Tempur-Pedic Adapt, designed for ultimate pressure relief that uniquely adapts to your body's pressure points. The Tempur-Adapt features innovative technology, so you get deep, undisturbed rest all night long.
Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Save with Bi-Mart's latest digital savings guide on bimart.com or pick up a copy in-store. Save $2 on an 18-pound bag of Royal Oak briquettes. Member price just $7.99. Find Bi-Mart quad chairs for just $8.99. Save on Ball, regular, or wide-mouth quart jars, now just $14.99. Plus find great membership pricing on beer, including Busch, Budweiser, Kona, and more. Online or in-store, membership saves more at employee-owned Bi-Mart.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave's like, these cars are going fast, I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000.
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Turning to the presidential election now and the building pressure for President Joe Biden to end his re-election bid. So far, 3 Democratic members of Congress and some donors have called on the president to back out of the race following his performance in last week's debate. Others are watching closely to see whether he recovers, including during a sit-down interview with ABC News tonight. Christiane Cordero has the details.
He stood on a White House balcony above a 4th of July crowd. For President Joe Biden these days, every move is a bid to show he belongs on top of the Democratic ticket. 3 Democratic congressmen, Lloyd Doggett, Raul Grijalva, and Seth Moulton, have called for Biden to drop out of the race after last week's debate performance. Others are criticizing the Biden campaign's response, urging a change in strategy.
We needed a boost from Thursday. We didn't get it. And the campaign has been very, I think, arrogant in their response.
We need a reset. We need a course correction. We've got to acknowledge that this was not just one bad night.
The White House has repeatedly dismissed last week's debate as a bad night, first saying the president had not received any medical exams in the days after, then acknowledging he was seen by a doctor as he was recovering from a cold. During a meeting with Democratic governors, sources tell ABC News Biden said he needs to get more sleep and work fewer hours, suggesting he shouldn't schedule anything after 8 p.m. While campaigning for the Biden-Harris ticket in Michigan, California Governor Gavin Newsom, whose name has been mentioned as a possible replacement should Biden step aside, weighed in.
It wasn't a literal at 8 o'clock I will be doing things differently. It was more figurative.
Former President Trump spent the holiday speaking with veterans and attacked Biden, posting on Truth Social, "Happy 4th of July to all, including to our highly incapable president." He then mocked Biden's debate performance, Vice President Kamala Harris, and Special Prosecutor Jack Smith.
President Biden visits several key battleground states this weekend to show voters he's still up to the job. In a new memo, his campaign is also going on a $50 million ad blitz in those states. Biden and former President Trump have one more scheduled debate in September, hosted by ABC News. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, Jeff Bezos is making headlines after he announces he's planning on selling Amazon shares, which comes after the stock hit a record high. We'll tell you the value next in your business headlines. But first, Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth has your First Alert full forecast. We'll be right back.
Take off over a fun park. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
I'm crying on the first night. What the heck?
A season? Tears in the making.
I'll lose it if I call my mom. I can't call my mom.
I think this is my favorite. Okay, hon, what do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Are you suffering from stomach pain, a sprained ankle, or does your child have cold or flu-like symptoms? When sudden illness or minor injuries occur, Astrea Rapid Care is here for you. Our providers can see you right away with no appointment necessary. Astrea Rapid Care is the place for minor emergencies, sprains, cuts, and more, with convenient locations in Prosser, Sunnyside, and Toppenish. Astrea Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
This is Rhonda. She's a soul line dance instructor. And this is Rhonda's Good Feet story.
I love dancing, but I had to quit paying and hated the fact that I had to sit out a couple dances. But since visiting the Good Feet store and wearing the arch supports, I definitely have not felt the pain. I am able to dance longer, feel happier. My energy levels have increased. Once that energy gets into you and you're feeling good, double spins.
Get back out there with arch supports from the Good Feet store.
There's nothing more exhilarating this time of year than traveling the open road in an RV. At Broadmoor RV, our family has been so dedicated to helping you discover America the Beautiful. We make it a point to carry the top brands in the industry at prices you can afford. That's why Broadmoor RV is the #1 travel trailer dealer in Washington State. Family owned and operated for almost 30 years. Broadmoor RV Superstore, your destination store in Pasco.
The savings continue at Cascade Farm and Outdoor with our latest mailer. Save big on your summer activities. Lifetime Tamarack Angler kayaks are $50 off, now just $279.99. Coleman Triton camping stoves are $44.99. Plus, keep it all cool with a Titan deep freeze cooler and save $40. Find our latest mailer online or pick one up in-store today at Cascade Farm and Outdoor. Northwest, homegrown, honest values.
Hi, meet Apple Valley News Now's Chief Meteorologist, Josh Culbreth.
Thanks, Stacy. It's great to be here.
Wake up with Josh each day on Good Morning Northwest.
I'll help you and your family get out the door and prepare for what's next. Wind, rain, and sudden temperature spikes are inconveniences to your day. I'm here to let you know what's coming so you'll have no inconvenient surprises.
Stacy Lee evenings, Josh Culbreth mornings. We're Apple Valley News Now. First Alert weather, always on your side. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Josh Culbreth.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We continue to track the smoke from the Dorp Road fire. Of course, that's going to be something we're going to be doing throughout the rest of this morning. Temperatures right now, not feeling all that bad. 50s for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. We are in the 50s and 60s for the lower Columbia Basin, and we're also seeing a mixture of 50s and 60s for the foothills of the Blue Mountains. A little bit later today, it's going to end up being about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year, so it will be the first day of this heat wave. This will be right around 100 for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys. It's going to be the same thing for the lower Columbia Basin, a little bit shy of 100 degrees with mid-90s for the foothills of the Blues. Could be a little breezy today in the Kittitas Valley, winds gusting out of the north and west upwards of 30 miles per hour. That is really going to exacerbate the fire danger that already exists out that way. We're going with a First Alert high impact fire day for today for the entirety of the viewing area. The fire fuel energy in terms of historical percentiles in the 81st percentile for the Kittitas and Yakima valleys and counties, and then for the lower Columbia Basin into the 75th percentile for the Blue Mountains into the 78th percentile. And these numbers are poised to go up into next week. I'll show you some of those in a second. For tonight, some of those winds could drift down into the Yakima Valley, gusting between 20 to 25 miles per hour. Other than that, skies will be clear and overnight lows will turn mild, as we'll be in the 60s for the Kittitas and Yakima Valleys. We'll be right around 60 for the lower Columbia Basin for the most part, and mid 60s for the foothills of the Blues. Saturday will be essentially just as hot as today, and then up the temperatures go, and we'll be right around 110 in the Tri-Cities for Tuesday. That's likely going to be the peak of this heat wave. You could argue that Wednesday could be lumped in with Tuesday as well, but you get the gist. It's going to be very hot, and this is going to be a week-long heat wave, as we do have an excessive heat warning and a heat advisory in place for pretty much the entire viewing area. This goes from 12 p.m. today to 10 p.m. next Thursday. So again, this is going to be a week-long ordeal. Not just is the heat dangerous, but the fire impacts are going to be pretty dangerous. We have a first alert high impact fire day for today, but also for Saturday and Sunday for the entirety of the viewing area. And then as we start to get into some of that hotter weather for next week, that's when we go with a first alert extreme impact fire day. That would be for Monday and Tuesday for Kittitas and Yakima counties, also for the Blue Mountains. Take a look at some of these numbers. Fire fuel energy in terms of historical percentiles into the 99th percentile for Kittitas and Yakima counties, also into the 99th percentile for the Blue Mountains. Very, 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 how about one more, very, very dangerous stuff as we head into next week especially. But today is going to be dangerous. Here's a 7-day forecast for the Cascades, reaching 90 degrees even in the mountains by Tuesday. Then for the Kittitas Valley, we'll have triple digits from Sunday through Wednesday. For the Yakima Valley, 7 days straight of triple digits. We'll have the same thing for the lower Columbia Basin. And again, that peak is likely going to be on Tuesday around 110 degrees. For the foothills of the Blues, triple digits from Monday through Wednesday. Also lows in the low 70s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then for the Blue Mountains, near 90 for Tuesday. And that's going to set up a very dangerous fire situation in next week.
Thank you, Josh. In business news now, Jeff Bezos is planning on selling $5 billion worth of Amazon shares, and it comes after the stock hit a record high. Bezos disclosed the proposed sale of the 25 million shares in a regulatory notice that was filed after the market closed on Tuesday. Amazon stock also hit an all-time high during that day's trading session. Following the sale, the Amazon founder would still own 912 million shares, which is nearly 9% of the company. Bezos unloaded over $8 billion worth of shares earlier this year. A spokesperson for Amazon has declined to comment. Alaska Airlines flight attendants are about to get a big pay pump as part of a tentative agreement for a new contract. According to the Association of Flight Attendants, union members will get at least an 18% raise. They'll also now get paid while boarding passengers on flights. The tentative agreement comes after nearly 2 years of negotiations. The union also made a deal on pay for raises that were missed while those negotiations were ongoing. Union members still need to vote on whether to ratify the agreement. Those votes are expected to wrap up at the end of July. Coming up next on Good Morning Northwest, an emotional moment as many members of the Maryland Air National Guard returned home for Independence Day. When we come back, we get a look at the heartwarming story, so get your tissues ready. We'll be right back.
Allen Brecky Law Offices recruits and trains only the best. For over 30 years, Allen Brecky Law Offices has been working for your rights. Call 735-0546 to find out what your rights are under the law. They're waiting to help you.
Life can be hard. With Culligan, your water doesn't have to be.
Want to test drive U.S. Cellular's nationwide 5G coverage?
Yeah.
Download our app. Want to do it even faster?
Here we go.
U.S. Cellular works great out here. Wow, still have 5G here too. Hey, I wonder if U.S. Cellular lets me stream in my rec room. Yep, it's working.
Try out our nationwide 5G coverage free for 30 days. Download the U.S. Cellular Try Us app today.
Criminal illegals flooding our southern border and fentanyl flooding our streets. But Dan Newhouse has a plan to fight back. Stop illegal immigration, secure the border, and seize illegal fentanyl.
We need to keep pushing hard, working hard to stop the illegal flow of people and the illegal flow of drugs.
Call Congressman Newhouse and tell him to keep fighting to stop the illegal flow of people and drugs at the southern border.
It's 1,000 miles from here, but our open southern border is costing us billions and bringing deadly drugs into our communities. The rich are doing just fine, but working families are struggling. I'm Tiffany Smiley, and I approve this message because even though the political establishment told me to wait my turn, I'm running for Congress now to secure the border and lower the cost of living because Washington families can't afford to wait any longer.
Wild Horse Resort and Casino is shifting into high gear with the $160,000 Ultimate American Road Trip. Win free play gas cards or cruise your way up to $50,000 cash every Friday and Saturday. Earn entries every day and multiply them on select Mondays. Then, on July 27th, win a new Harley-Davidson motorcycle. Wild Horse Resort and Casino. More winners, more often.
Apple Valley News Now, recently honored by the Society of Professional Journalists with first place awards for general excellence, breaking news, health reporting, and video series. We all like awards, but our mission is to serve you with news that gets results. We are Apple Valley News Now, on your side.
Statistics show most traffic accidents happen a short distance from home, so stay alert and buckle up for safety. But if you get injured, call Allen Brecky Law Offices. Call 735-0546. They're waiting to help you.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Let's get close to home. Take a look at some of those hyperlocal temperatures as we are in the 40s and 50s in the Kittitas Valley, but down in Vantage, we're already up to 67 degrees. For the Yakima Valley, a mixture of 50s and 60s, just kind of depends on the microclimate within the microclimate, but maybe some of us need a very light jacket this morning, especially in Sunnyside. Then for the lower Columbia Basin, temperatures in the 50s and 60s here as well. So again, maybe there are some pockets of us that would need perhaps a very light jacket. And then into the foothills of the Blues, it's really the same situation, 50s and 60s, although into the higher terrain of Meacham and Ukiah, it is much cooler with 30s and 40s.
All right, check this out now. It was a special Independence Day for some military families in Maryland as the Maryland Air National Guard returned home after a 4-month deployment.
Barry Sims was there for the homecoming and has the heartwarming story.
From balloons to handmade signs and the smiles of family members who filled the terminal at Baltimore Washington Thurgood Marshall Airport, plenty of anticipation for this moment. Emotional reunions, one after another. Many celebrating dads.
Is it good to have your daddy come home? Do you miss him?
And moms, as members of the 175th Wing of the Maryland Air National Guard returned home on Independence Day.
It's just special because it is coming home to your family after being gone for that long. It definitely hits home seeing my family for the first time in that long.
The wing commander gave a brief description of their task.
A lot of the primary missions being counter ISIS, counterterrorism, and then other stability operations throughout the Middle East, especially with partnerships and exercises with other nations that want to maintain stability across that region.
170 airmen were part of what could be one of the last A-10 deployments for the Maryland Air National Guard. Colonel Richard Hunt said the duties they performed were unique and complex. Now they are back, embraced by family members.
Amazing. It's been a long couple of months, and the best feeling ever is to know that everybody's here to support you and welcome you home.
And after missing some special moments, the chance to create new experiences.
The opportunity to return home, to have this home welcoming, this hero welcoming, is always incredibly special. But of course, to do that on the 4th of July, on our Independence Day,